Early reports suggest that certain sequences in Cyberpunk 2077 can be dangerous to those who suffer from epilepsy. Epilepsy warnings have been commonplace in video games for decades now, but it seems that Cyberpunk 2077 could pose an increased danger because of its use of flashing lights and other purposefully disorientating effects.
Game Informer associate editor Liana Ruppert has published a warning for epileptic players such as herself, stating that the braindance sequences in the game can trigger a seizure. During my time with Cyberpunk 2077, I suffered one major seizure and felt several moments where I was close to another one, said Ruppert.
Braindances involve entering a separate virtual reality world within the game, with lots of use of blinking red and white lights and red and blue visual effects. Pretty much everything about this is a trigger, and this is something that caused me to have a grand mal seizure when playing, says Ruppert.
She notes that the in-game headset and its blinking white and red LEDs are similar to the real-life devices that neurologists use to trigger seizures when diagnosing them. Whether that's a coincidence or not is unclear, but since many of the braindance sequences are part of the main storyline, there's no way to avoid them completely.
Ruppert suggests turning down the brightness or using the in-game color blind modes, or simply getting someone else to play through those sequences. Since the game does not launch until later in the week, it's unclear how widespread the problem is likely to be, with no other journalists reporting issues so far.
If Ruppert's experiences are not unique, though, CD Projekt could be seeing a major increase in complaints when the game is released publicly, perhaps necessitating a patch to reduce the effects of the sequence. Cyberpunk 2077 will launch on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, and Stadia on December 10th.
Separate Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 versions are due later next year. Email gamecentral@metro.co.uk, leave a comment below, and follow us on Twitter.
Cyberpunk 2077 release times explained. Xbox preloads available now. Crackdown on Cyberpunk 2077 livestreams as more copies escape into the wild. Follow Metro on Twitter and email us at gamecentral@metro.co.uk for more stories like this. Check our page.